What up, what up, what up? All right, today we're doing more of an in-depth video. I thought of this the other night. I was really excited to do this one because it gave me a chance to do some research on the teams, go into some in-depth. So today we're ranking the top 10 USL Championship teams of all time. So let's get right into it. All right, starting in 10th, starting off, we have the 2017 Real Monarchs. The most successful team in the 2017 USL regular season. They got 62 points, put up a record of 20 wins, 5 losses, and 7 draws. They put forth 59 goals, which was the second most in the league. They only conceded 31 goals, which was tied for third best in the league. They had 2 All-League first-teamers in Sebastian Velasquez and Chandler Hoffman, along with Coach of the Year Mark Briggs. Unfortunately, the Monarchs lost to Sacramento Republic FC on penalties in the first round. The team also ranks 5th all-time in single-season most wins and 6th in single-season most points. In 9th are the 2019 Pittsburgh Riverhounds. If your club's managed by Bob Lilly, they tend to be really good. This particular Bob Lilly side finished first in the East and second in the entire league at 68 points, finishing with 19 wins, 4 losses, and 11 draws. With only putting up 54 goals and conceding 30, on paper this team doesn't at first appear as one of the best all time. But they had 4 All-League players in Joe Greenspan, Kenardo Forbes, Thomas Vakazili, and Nico Brett. Greenspan also won Defender of the Year. Unfortunately, the Hounds lost in the second round of the playoffs to Louisville City FC in extra time. The 2019 Hounds also went 698 minutes without conceding a goal, which is the second longest in league history. They're tied for first all-time in single-season shutouts with 17. And lastly, they're 4th all-time in single-season points with 68. 8th place, the 2017 Louisville City FC. The 2017 Louisville City FC squad put up 18 wins, 6 losses, and 8 draws en route to finishing first in the East and second in the league with 62 points. Team put up 7 goals in the playoffs on their way to winning their first USL championship. The team had 1 All-League player in Paco Craig. While the 2017 doesn't have many awards, they did win the USL Cup, and they did it in convincing fashion. In 7th are the 2013 Orlando City SC. The 2013 Orlando City SC finished second in the league with 54 points from 16 wins, 4 losses, and 6 draws. They had the co-Golden Boot winner in Dom Dwyer, who also made All-League first team alongside Rob Valentino and Jamie Watson. The Orlando City side also put up 15 goals in the playoffs on their way to winning their second USL championship. 7 of those 15 goals came in the final game, an 11-gun thriller, which is arguably one of the most exciting finals of all time, but that's a video for another day. Much like the team in 7th place and 6th place, we have the 2011 Orlando City SC. This team finished first in the league with 51 points. They had 15 wins, 3 losses, and 6 draws, putting up 36 goals while only conceding 16. They won the USL Championship final on penalties, putting up 8 goals in the playoffs. Orlando had the most valuable player in Jordan Alvarez, the Golden Glove and Goalkeeper of the Year winner, Miguel Gallardo, Defender of the Year, Rob Valentino, and Coach of the Year, Adrian Heath. Alvarez, Gallardo, Valentino all making All-League first team alongside fellow teammate Max Griffin. Orlando City also had 2 All-League second players in Jamie Watson and Lewis Neal. In 5th are the 2018 Louisville City FC side. It might be a personal thing for me, but I believe this squad is one of the most underappreciated teams in USL history. With 19 wins, 9 losses, and 6 draws, totaling 66 points. This team was one of the best ever in league history. Scoring 71 goals on the season, tied at second most in the league, this team was outstanding. Well, let's not forget what this club had to go through. They only played 15 matches before their manager left. Then they had to play 7 matches with 3 of their players as coaches, until hiring a new coach to finish off the rest of the season. They put up 12 goals in their playoff run to their second USL championship. They had 2 All-League first-teamers in Paco Craig and Cameron Lancaster. Lancaster was also the Golden Boot winner, who set the record for most goals in a season, which still stands today. On to 4th place, 2018 Fc Cincinnati. This team finished with 77 points in the year, the most in the league. They had 23 wins and scored 72 goals, both the best in the league that year. They looked very much like they were going to be the team that won the cup this year. They had 4 All-League players, Forrest Lasso and Emmanuel Ledesma on the first team, Corbin Bone and Attila Guerrera on the second team. Ledesma also won MVP and the assist champion. Forrest Lasso also won Defender of the Year. Evan Newton won Goalkeeper of the Year. And they had Alan Koch as Coach of the Year. This team also holds second place for most wins and most wins in a season. All of this wasn't enough, however, as FC Cincinnati went out in the playoffs in the second round with a 1-0 loss. In third, we have the 2016 New York Red Bulls 2. The Red Bulls put up 21 wins, 6 draws, and only 3 losses on their way to one of the best regular seasons in USL history. They put up 69 goals and finished first in the USL. They put up 13 goals in the playoffs, 5 of which coming in the championship match. They had 3 All-League players, Aaron Long and Brandon Allen on the first team, with Zach Carroll on the second team. Aaron Long also won Defender of the Year, while John Wolnicek won Coach of the Year. The 2016 Red Bulls are tied for first in most single-season shutouts. They stand third all-time in single-season points and wins. Second place, a team that most might say is the greatest USL side of all time, 2019 Phoenix Rising FC. An easy decision for me. Obviously, no doubt they're a top 10 team, let alone a top 5 team, let alone a top 3 team. The 2019 Rising team was spectacular this season. They had 24 wins, 4 losses, and 6 draws for a total of 78 points. They went on a 20-game winning streak, which is the record for most wins in American soccer. They have the all-time league best in wins and points. They scored 89 goals in the season, which was an all-league record, and they're 14 goals clear of second place. They won 9 games straight on the road, which is also an all-league best. Adam John and Solomon Asante made all-league first team. Zach Lubin and AJ Cochran making all-league second team. Solomon Asante also won MVP, along with the Golden Boot and the assist champion, while Rick Shantz won Coach of the Year. Fortunately, they lost to the eventual champions in the Western Conference semifinals. Before we move on to number 1, I should give out some shoutouts to some other notable teams that I just narrowly left off the list. 2019 Nashville SC, putting up 67 points and getting 20 wins. And lastly, 2018 Orange County SC, getting 66 points in the season and also putting up 20 wins. And now, the best USL championship team of all time, the 2015 Rochester Rhinos. Rochester finished with 17 wins, 10 draws, and only 1 loss, totaling 61 points. Rhinos put up 5 goals on their way to winning the USL Championship. On the All-League first team, they had Tony Walls and Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller won Golden Glove and Goalkeeper of the Year. For good reason, too. The Rhinos only conceded 15 goals. For reference, stay with me here. The record of single-season fewest goals conceded, 8 out of the 10 teams on the list came in the 2020 season, a season with only 16 games played. So if you remove all of those 2020 teams, Rochester has the fewest goals conceded in a season ever, with only 15. They remain one of only 3 teams to ever finish the season with only 1 loss. They're also tied for most shutouts in the season with 17. While I understand why most people would put Phoenix over top of Rochester, this Rochester team was so dominant that while only playing 28 games, I think they easily would beat the Phoenix Rising squad. And I believe they're an easy pick for the greatest USL side of all time. Anyways, if you liked the video, consider liking the video. If you can like my videos, consider subscribing. Hope y'all are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.